We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Good to see ya. We got a big week for you guys. Long week, interesting week. Lots going on. Big stuff. It's very. Who was that? I think it was Norm Macdonald who used to do it back. Anyways, glad you're with us today. It's a wonderful Monday, and lots going on. Hello, where the fuck is Blabs? She's gone. Just okay. Bye, Blabs. There you go. She said someone's at her door. Okay, fine. Blabs will be joining us momentarily. It is Monday, which means we are joined by the wonderful. Oh, there she is. Hi, Blabs.
Ta-da! I did it. Hello. Happy Monday, everybody.
Blabs, if someone's at the door during the intro, you say, "Go away!"
I had to sign something. I heard the alarm go off, and I was like, it's just the mail lady. She'll just leave it at the door. But then she started ringing my bell because I had to sign for a package.
You say, "Out!"
Yeah.
You say, it's
anyway,
time for Side Scrollers on YouTube.com.
I made it. Hello.
There you go. All right, it is Monday.
I flew in here. Hello, everybody. Hi.
Yes, it is Monday. We're joined by the illustrious Yellow Flash. Hello. Good to see you, Flash.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good day, mates.
Hey, all right. Hey, good day, $100,000 Golden Patriot pre-order. Let's stink and go.
That's right.
Woo!
Massive failure.
Brr, 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 brr.
Lots of cope going around.
Yeah.
It's great to see. But thank you, everybody that's backed it. You can still check it out. It ends July 26th. But don't wait too long because some things end with the campaign.
Well, you just squeaked in only a month before it finished.
I know.
There you go. Hey,
just got there. Just in the nick of time.
How great is that, man? 3,736 books sold. That is spectacular. Way to go, man.
Thank you.
It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. That's awesome. Also joining us today on a Monday, first time joining us, but member of the community, Side Scrollers Plus member, and head man at Switzerland Plays. He goes by Eik. Hello, Eik.
Ahoy, everybody.
Oh, hi.
Ahoy, indeed. How are you?
Very well. How about you guys?
Oh, this is going to be, I'll tell you what, I'm doing great. Your accent is going to be wonderful today. It adds much culture to our show.
Much education, intelligence.
I'm just here to make fun of me, right?
I mean, that'll be a big part of that today. Yeah, 1,000%. We'll definitely make fun of you.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you just fit right in, which is good. But we're glad you're with us. And killer stats, man.
I try my best, but yeah.
Let's go. All right.
Just saying Swiss scrollers, and I kind of like it.
Swiss scrollers? No,
Oh yeah. I need to say thank you to every time I see like the banner at the top.
Mm-hmm.
You see that white cross, the white cross and the red. It's just for me, right?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely not Side Scrollers.
Morse code.
Well, look, we're glad you're with us. We're glad your mustaches as well, which is just absolutely wonderful. I was thinking more instead of Swiss scrollers, more like stash scrollers. Blabs, maybe you can grow a stash. Just.
I mean, I could try, but I don't think that's how it works, man.
I agree. But
You're Italian. It might come.
I hope
40 years old. No, birth, maybe.
I hope not.
get that middle-aged woman chin stubble going on.
Kind of like a pencil.
Oh, there you go. Nice, Blabs. Here you go. Everybody, go ahead, Blabs.
Screenshot, please.
Have fun. There you go. You know, the wonderful thing about being on the internet is you only need like one frame of something, and can get.
And you're done. Yeah.
Yep. GG's.
Well, we have a big show lined up for you guys today, and before we get to everything that is going on in the show, I wanted to give you a heads up that coming up on Thursday, that will be our last show for a week. Yes, relax, calm down, because as always, we're taking our summer break starting July 4th through 11th. But on Thursday, we're going to try a little subathon, which is going to be great. So we're going to do that on Thursday, July 3rd, with our summer break, the 4th through the 11th, returning July 14th. Sometimes, hey, listen, sometimes you got to take a step back to appreciate what you got going on. Sometimes you got to take a step back to let Blabs breathe. She's been going and blowing, and that sounded really bad.
That sounds so bad. Please don't ever say it again.
You really want to get some subs and grow during that week. Just launch a video and recycle those Blabs feet pics.
Oh, yeah.
So for the hour, you just play the feet picture. Like
Speaking of that,
like a looped
some
video.
careless whisper music going in the background.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, many don't know, but there is an onlyblabsfoot.cam.
Huh?
I'm sorry, what?
Onlyblabsfoot.com. Cam.com.
Onlyblabsfoot.com?
Onlyblabsfoot.com.
Cam.
Hold on. I tried to go to it.
It's not secure. I don't want to know what this is.
I don't know how I feel about that there, Ike.
It should redirect to Side Scrolls Plus.
Oh, that's good. Well, thank you for that.
Just like jakegyllenhaal.cam also redirects to Side Scrolls Plus.
Wait, what?
Are you? Hold on.
Have you been serious?
Side footers.
jakegyllenhaal.cam. Go look it up. You might get again this stupid message for now.
Are you buying domains?
I am buying domains.
jakegyllenhaal.cam.
Oh my god, it does work.
Because you are such a big fan of those apps of this guy.
He does like those abs a lot.
Hold on.
I have to agree, those apps are great, but I wouldn't be a fan of them all the time, you know.
No fucking way. I did Jake Gyllenhaal, then it worked.
Hold on. jakegyllenhaal.cam. It sure does. Look
You
at
should
that.
be happy.
Yeah, this is great. Let's go to.
Makes me laugh. What a
Hey,
troll.
all right.
Thanks,
So
man.
if everybody wants to go to jakegyllenhaal.cam for the best premium content on the internet, there you go.
Way to go. That's great. Thanks for the troll, man.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Well, hey, like I said, just want to give you guys a heads up. We're taking a break next week. Breaks are important. They keep us fresh. They keep us going. We'll do one now. We'll do one in around Christmas time as well. Just about 2 breaks a year. But like sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. By the way, I really worked hard on this image here. Do you like the boy drowning on the right side? No, not the crab.
Well, that was an added thing you put in there, so I like the crab. I think it's funny.
I look. There's a boy who's getting chased by a shark. He was actually drowning. And do you like the ship on the left side getting attacked by tentacles?
So much death.
Yeah, that was the idea. I wanted it to be like horrendous and just be one of those things, because hey, that's what happens.
Should be a vacation. Should be a celebration.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I want there to be chaos. So
now, I hit Gary says in the chat, you're going to miss the DSP Begathon.
Is that a thing?
Well, it's a daily thing, but I guess this one's going to be epic.
Okay.
It's going to be the epic Begathon.
Oh, well, I'm sure we'll get a full recap of all that. Yeah.
What does it do on the Begathon?
Begs. And then eventually eats food? I don't know. I have a theory that, and this, I'm not the one that came up with this, but I think it's true. I think Phil has food fetish whales.
Okay. All right. I can see that.
And they get off on him eating.
Can somebody, I'm sure somebody's done this before and somebody will do this, but can somebody please take this right here and put Phil's face on this lady here for when she goes,
Money, please.
She already looks a little bit like him.
Surely somebody's going to take that and use a little.
No, there's no money.
Money, please. Money, please.
Money, please. Oh, the greatness of. Yes. So there you go. Anyways, speaking of money, please, we do have our super chat goal. Our Montez goal today. Let's hit it. Don't you hide your eyes, Blabs. I am the master of the
Hiding from
transition.
you.
That's right. I am a master host when it comes to the internet.com. But we're going to hit that today, which is great. But we always like to start the show with today in gaming history. So, Blabs, what do we have today?
You're not going to guess.
Should we guess?
Oh, yes.
Okay, let's give it a go. All right, let's see what we got. Ike, you get to pick one. Flash, you get to pick one, and I'll pick one. Here we go. Here's our list today. You can see all the games. I'm going to pick Driver. No.
No, I don't even think Blabs knows what Driver is.
No. Okay, there's a Mario game. Mario Golf.
She picked Mario.
I would hope Mario Golf is in it, actually. But Pokemon Snap's in there for sure.
Oh, and Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Oh, I haven't seen that, yeah.
It's a garbage game, too.
Oh,
it is a terrible, terrible game.
But you put it in there. I know you did.
Did you think so?
I didn't check. I don't even check these anymore because you do it for the show, and it's more fun this way. But
all right, well, prepare to be amazed. Because
what?
Well, how the fuck do you not have Snap in there over Special Forces?
Because I like the line Special Forces. It's funny. So anyway, Mario Golf was released in 1999. Mortal Kombat Special Forces was released in 2000. And being 1 year old today, the first Descendant.
Well, it's actually 1
Driver
year.
should have been in there.
Yeah. I mean, just so you know, Special Forces is widely regarded as the worst Mortal Kombat game. Maybe one of the worst video games ever made, Blabs. Just want to throw that out there.
Well,
I know
there's
you
a good
didn't.
reason to put it there then. Because it is historical.
Well, some noticeable game.
Driver's great. Driver, I love that game because the car controls like a real muscle car. Like it's all squirrely and shit when you turn.
Yep. Driver was and is fun. I hate to say was because it's super duper fun. But some noticeable games that you did miss today, Blabs, include, as I mentioned, Driver. I can't believe you didn't put Pokemon Snap on there. That was quite a odd one right there.
I'm surprised I didn't put it on there either. Maybe it wasn't on the list on Friday. Gotta be honest.
They forgot. Yeah, right.
Well, no, because sometimes it does update, like the day of. I'm like, by the way, this game too.
She didn't put Harry Potter on there because she wanted to subvert expectations.
Yeah.
No, I put it on. I didn't put it there because I did my own tweet about it. So I figured that was enough for you guys, even though it's one of the worst Harry Potter games ever made.
I didn't see
Blaze Blue is a great fighting game.
I made a tweet, Craig. You missed it. I put a little clip of the video and everything.
Oh, I don't live and die by your Twitter. Sorry, Blaz.
I don't know what to tell you then.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy for the PlayStation 4. That's pretty noticeable. That's a really good collection of games there.
8 years old already. Holy crap.
8, almost a decade. Holy
and that's just the trilogy remake.
Yes, I know. They're going to be making a remake of the remake here pretty soon. And Call of Juarez.
What is Mega Man Star Force?
I don't know. I just gave up on Mega Man after a while. I have no idea what Star Force is at all. You want to find out?
Why is he fighting? It's okay. Whatever.
We don't need to know.
No, I do now. I need to find out exactly what this is because I've never heard of Mega Man Star Force before. We got to walk through here. Now, the thing about
I just want side-scrolling games. It's not that just put the games in the bag, Capcom.
Put the games in the bag. There we go. Look at this. This is like some
that is shit I don't want.
Yes. How do you call this Mega Man? I don't understand. This is not Mega Man. There's nothing mega about this.
That feels already like a Pokemon version of Mega Man. Like,
is this that stupid cyber
androids.
thing where he's in the computer or the internet or some shit?
The isometric view, man. I don't really understand it. All right. I feel really old, man. The fact they made 3 of them already. They probably made 4 of them. Mega Man Star Force 3. I don't even know what the hell is happening in this game. Either way. All right.
Speaking of side scrollers, Flash, have you seen about the Terminator 2D?
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That looks fantastic. I'm excited.
Zap came in with the 5, says YouTube viewers should move to Kick. The emotes are better and side scrollers will make more money from views and subs over there. This is true. Yes, you are worth more over on Kick than you are on YouTube. But with that said, you can watch wherever you want to watch. That is 100% true. In a weird way, if we are calculating the value of every viewer, which, listen, everybody here is invaluable, but you're worth more over on Kick. It's weird. It's really weird how they do that. But that's true. It's really weird how that works out.
The chat seems kind of pissed that we don't like that game. I guess we're the ones out of touch here, Craig.
That's true.
Not the children's.
True. Yeah.
I don't feel it with that game either, so.
I don't even understand. I don't know. Mercenary says, I see floating wheelchair and I just facepalm. Well, you did until I changed the thumbnail at the last second. Affiliate came in with the 10. Says, side scrollers and Rumble chat, keep being awesome. Insert otter here. All right. Well, thank you for your otter chat. Mercenary says, Saba actually broke YouTube chat. Yeah, we're going to get to that a little bit later. This is the last second change. And I saw this over the weekend. It went to our thumbnail. This was an insane story that I very much want to talk about. Just crazy Looney Tunes stuff. Mercenary says, answering your door, you're fired, Blabs.
Yeah.
Dave says, did I bring some tasty chocolate to the show?
Yeah.
No, I rarely eat this chocolate anymore. So no.
Suna says, I claim to the apathetic.
Are you okay? You have a stroke?
No,
he's reading like I am.
I'm just making sure that I'm saying the word correctly, Blabs. So, apathetic, yes. I claim to the apathetic on WoW. See, but you can't say I claim. It's more I claim to be apathetic. That's what screwed me up here, right? You can't claim the apathetic.
That's like deep breaths there, Craig.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like the way it's. You guys write your super chats, and I love
Craig
every
can't
single one of
read
them. We know I can't read, but I also want to be able to read proper grammar.
He wants to be able to read coherently, guys, so don't make it harder for him than it already is, okay?
If I already can't read, why would you make it harder for me?
Because it's kind of funny watching you struggle and drown.
Blabs,
Kind of like Sonic.
Please read that, please.
Anyway, I claim to the apathetic on World of Warcraft and Blizzard, and yet I pay 10 Canadian to shit on them with the super chat. See that, Blizzard? This is admitting my mistake and taking responsibility, which none of you can ever do.
Yes. Yeah, Blizzard, shut up. Suna, thank you very much.
Wait, is that wheelchair thing from World of Warcraft?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, I thought that was Dungeons and Dragons again.
There is some Dungeons and Dragons, but
did they just now add that in?
We'll get to that in a little bit. Wheelchairs have been a long-standing part, but there's one very important part about this wheelchair, which is very, very intriguing. DeBrew that do with the 20 said, shave that filthy stash, Ike.
First, it's not filthy, and secondly, he should put more money in my chat. Oh. He just puts always $1 rent in my chat.
Oh, well, come on over here.
Not for 20 only. Put the 100 in this chat now. Sure.
100. You'll shave your stash.
I can do that. Yes. It regrows. Yeah. For 100.
For $100 today, right now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Listen, let me. Get
but it has to be 100. Hold on. Super chat.
We need to do a little better than that. You're shaving your face. All right. Will you do it during the show?
No, that would look awkward, I think.
That's kind of the idea. Okay. What if we did? I value you, Ike. So what if we did 2 100 supers? No, not even. I don't even. Supers are bad. They take 70%. 2 $100 direct donations. Ike will shave his stash today. And you know what? In solidarity, if we get 3, I will also shave my little stubble, which you can't even tell I have. But I will. I'll do it for you, Ike.
Sure.
So 2 for 1 and 3.
I don't think people are that intrigued to see that happen. But yeah, sure.
Look at that stash. Wow. He straight up Charlie Chaplin that. That was great. There we go.
I had like in my old streams, I had like a close-up cam for the stash.
Oh wow, that's
when people wanted to see it.
Stash cam.
Yes.
All right. So once again, not a super. It has to be a direct donation using the Streamlabs link. Okay, just a heads up. We will certainly enjoy your 100 super, but we will get more mileage out of the direct donation. All right. Aramis came in and says, Side Scroll sponsored by Swiss. Also, again, congratulations, Flash. And great seeing you, Ike. Aramis,
thank you
very much. Gear says, Hololive just lost 4.5 subs despite Hideo Kojima inviting Usada Picora to Death Stranding 2, a huge missed opportunity for cosplayer Ninako to be featured officially. Thank you, Gear. We have this from Arca. Says, no Arc the Land or Shining the Holy Arc. Don't let lame Craig's bias against turn-based RPGs influence you, Blabs. Do better. I do have an immense bias. Yes. Man, you guys are outstanding. Look at this. We got a Red Pill Fight Club gifted a sub. That's nice. Where's that? Over on Rumble?
Rumble.
Yes.
Let's
That's
go.
Kang. Kang has entered the chat.
Thanks, Kang. Modest is hey, bada bing. Crikey, mate. I need to get some Fosters and a bloomin' onion and head over to the Outback. You've been hanging too much with Rhino Flash. Anyway, arrivederci, mi amicis. Hello, new guy.
He loves his Fosters.
Oh, yeah.
Australian for beer.
That's right.
Llama Pajamas says this needs to be more in line with what Craig likes to ask people. How much to light that mustache on fire? That's a good question. And I don't want to see Ike's face burn. So we won't do that. Aramis has come in with a $100 direct donation. Says this is for the Side Strollers team. Well-earned vacation for Eik Shaved and for the Eik Shaving stream. Also, hey, Blabs.
Hi.
That's one. Aramis, let's go!
The South American.
Ike, how you feeling about that? You feeling okay about your... we're 50% of the way to the...
Yeah. I mean,
good.
Sure. I may, like I said, it's going to regrow, but on cam, it's going to be just something new.
You're going to look great. Can you do it? Like I said, we're going to... Once we get this here in just a couple of minutes, you can do it actually on the show. We'll do a before and after. It'll be great. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's go. All right. Love that. All right. We can see all your supers. We're going to get to them all. Every single one of them. We appreciate them.
Hang on. We owe him boobies. You're
we
right.
do.
Hang on. There we are.
There, look at that. Hey, Aramis, thank you very much. And while we do that, Ray's Shadow Legends came in and says, we've been trying to email you about your ad for the best mobile game, Raid Shadow Legends, but you haven't been responding. Just want to inform you that the check is still on its way. One of our people will offer, quote, suggestions on how to follow instructions. Thanks, Raid Shadow Legends. Appreciate that. Yes. I have been ignoring your emails. Just kidding. I've been waiting for them with bated breath. All right.
Didn't they pay you already?
No. It takes a long time to get paid for those things. It's like a 45-day wait after those. So it takes a while with those. All right. Let's see. Once again, all right, let's just get into it, friends. We got a lot going on today. We're glad you're with us. Let's just have some fun and hang out together. We're glad you guys have made us part of your day. Do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the follow button. What are you giggling at?
That's super chat.
Uh-oh. Blabs, how much to shave your stash?
I don't know. I don't have one, so.
You just say a bunch of money and then you
listen. Give me $2,000.
$2,000 today, right now on the show today. No, that's not how this works, Blabs. Today on the show right now, and Blabs will shave her stash live on camera. All right, let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Now, listen, guys. I think it's really important to point this out. We had a very in-depth conversation this past Friday, Flash, where it was Vera was on with us, and we started talking condiments on the show, ketchup, mustard, things like that. And I just wanted to play a small clip of you. And Sam, well, let me just play the small clip for you really fast. Okay, so here we go. What's
I don't really
the
like the mustard.
best condiment, Vera?
Mayonnaise.
Man,
Ew, really?
pretty good. Yeah, I'm kind of. I feel like chat's gonna roast me because I'm kind of a relish person.
Ew.
You mean you relish in the relish?
I do.
That says blue cheese. That's a bit.
Oh,
Yeesh.
disgusting.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Oh God, I hate
like
blue
blue
cheese.
Don't worry, I like blue cheese, Des. Although I wouldn't say it's a favorite.
Des, what are we talking
Shut
about?
up, Craig. You don't like pickles, mayonnaise, olives, capers. What else?
You know what I love? Barbecue sauce. The king of all condiments.
Barbecue sauce.
You can put barbecue sauce on a sock and I'll eat it.
I feel like that's an
ridiculous.
answer a 7-year-old would give.
He has the palate
Barbecue
of a
sauce?
7-year-old.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
do?
he does. Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
What are you talking about? And that's a good place to stop right there. Now, by the way, Ike, I think we're getting feedback from you right now. Just
Really?
heads up, we're getting an echo from you. So when you're not speaking, please mute your mic real quick. Okay. So with that said, Flash, and I would love to get your thoughts on this. I was told that I have the palate of a 7-year-old
Yep.
for liking barbecue sauce.
No. It's because that's all you seem to like.
Barbecue sauce?
Number one, the number one condiment is ketchup. It's at every table at most restaurants. Like that's the go-to for most people. But I'm gonna go with your answer. I also am a big lover of barbecue sauce.
See, Flash,
Say that
So the
like
chicken, burgers, you can put it on all kinds of shit.
see,
And
Flash.
it just instantly makes it better.
Mhm. And here's the wonderful
So
thing.
there's a whole thing surrounded called barbecuing.
Yes. See, Flash.
Barbecue food.
Yeah. You put it on the grill, then you throw the sauce on top of it. This is the beautiful thing about it. Now, here's the thing. Sam, our wonderful man on social media, has gone in and actually created a couple polls here, Blabs. And this is just to show you how in touch I am with said normal man, right? Flash, also a normal man. You, Blabs, unfortunately
Not a normal man.
Not a normal man.
I'm
Look
okay
at
with
this.
that. I'm not a man.
Craig has a based palate. Winner, 51%
Right.
of the vote here, right? 51%. Obviously, Des, what the hell? What are we doing here? Blue cheese? Get out of here with that nonsense. Look at this. The best sauce. I won, Blabs. With 33% of the vote, I would be president of the barbecue United States had this been a true
I'm
vote.
surprised it beat ketchup, to be honest, but I'm glad it did.
This is important stuff. And I'm just saying, Blabs, I truly am a man of the people.
Sure you are.
Don't you get it? Barbecue's king.
For like that select audience.
For everybody. For 33% of the audience, Blabs.
How do you pick mayo? What do you
not
put
even-
mayo on? That it's your favorite condiment.
It's my favorite for sure, but I don't put on everything. How about that?
Then it's clearly not your favorite.
Yes,
'Cause
it
you-
is. It is my favorite, but it just doesn't go with everything.
Blabs, did you hear the I said that I could put barbecue sauce on a sock and I'd eat it.
Well, of course you would. You have the palate of a dog, I guess now too.
What are you talking about? I'm
You're
just saying
eating
that's
a
how,
sock.
that is how good it is. That's all I'm saying.
Go grab a sock, preferably washed, and go put some barbecue sauce and go eat it live on stream.
Well, maybe for a few. No, I'm just saying, Blabs. These are important things that we talk about. I'm just telling you. There's one thing that I know. It's not the internet. It's not podcasting. It's not any of this. It's not being a good dad. It's condiments, right? That's what I care about most is barbecue sauce. All right, enough of that. Hey,
You could even
okay?
use barbecue sauce for fries.
you could, yes, of course you
I
can.
like French fries and mayonnaise. Pretty good too.
Oh,
I like it with ketchup. I like it with mayonnaise. I told this before that I really like harissa spice with my French fries.
Ike, have you ever had barbecue sauce before?
A few times, but not that often. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I like it, but I'm not gonna buy it specifically, for anything really. But when it's there, I'm gonna try it for sure.
That's your ridiculous palate talking to you, saying that you need to be more Americanized and put all that sugar gravy all over your food, because that's really all that sauce is just sugar gravy all over the place. But man, barbecue sauce is the best. Anyways, I saw that and I wanted to point that out, Blabs, before we go any further. Chat, am I wrong? I mean, because 2/3 of you will tell me that I'm an idiot on a day-to-day basis, and I accept that welcomingly. So
yeah, mayo and fries people are pointing this on the chat. It's a European thing. That is true, but I'm not a fan.
Well, the fries are European in general, so.
No, we've taken those over. They're American now.
It's ours now.
Yeah.
sorry, that's just now. This is true.
Poor Belgian.
Jesse pointed out that when it comes to barbecue sauce, there are a number of different types of barbecue sauces. There's sweet sauces, there's sugar-based sauces, vinegar-based sauces, and that's the beauty of the sauce. That's the beauty of the barbecue sauce. Whereas mayo is mayo, ketchup is ketchup, mustard is mustard. Barbecue sauce, there's like a full flavor palette. Just
It's
waiting.
true.
Just
All kinds of from.
Depends. You can make mayo with different oils.
Yeah.
It's gonna taste differently.
You
Yeah.
can get spicy. You can get mild.
Yeah, you can make it
Smoke
with sunflower
flavor.
oil, canola, or olive oil. There are different oils, and it makes the taste very, very different.
You're ruining my argument right now.
Yeah, it's
Ike, and I don't like it. All
sounds
right?
like a you problem.
It is big you problem. That's a regular thing on the show. You know what's a you problem though? Is Da Brew That Do came in with a $100 direct donation. Ike, look at that stash. Give us a big smile, big guy. Can you make your way over and he
Wait,
said-
why? I want to see those. I want evidence of those rants and those
Okay.
super chats.
He says, kiss that stash goodbye, Swiss boy. I bought a Switch too. I'm literally made of money. Let's go.
Good for you.
Hey,
He literally came to this show just to do that. Now,
you want
After he
dick.
bought the Switch too.
hey,
So he's
you-
just
you-
rolling in the dough today.
You want proof? You got it. There we go. And Tenarian came in and says, I like barbecue sauce. It doesn't go well with puffin, however. There you go, Tenarian. Let's go. 1, 2. Hey, I got.
we should have asked him for more, I guess.
You're right. We should have. Never undersell your value there. Sorry, Ike. Ike, you want to make your way to go shave that stash off
Yeah, I'm gonna be back in about a minute or so. Okay.
in a minute?
I want to make it
Maybe-
clean.
Fast.
Yeah, well, that's really fast. Okay, I was gonna say I was thinking it was gonna take a little bit longer. Real quick, can you look at the camera? Just give us a nice big smile, real quick. All right.
It's like
Okay.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, excellent. Okay, how about you go do your thing? We'll put up chair cam while you go do that. Don't. I'll tell you what. We'll boot you. Okay. Ike.
Okay.
I'll put you backstage for now.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'll put you backstage. Hey guys, give it up for Ike being a great
Yeah.
workman on the show.
First time on the show, and you're making him shave his face.
I didn't make him. The
He's
chat
He's never
did.
coming back ever again. He's
No.
gonna cancel his membership. He's gonna say "fuck you guys," and he's never coming back.
What? He's a stud. It's great. All right. Switzerland Plays. His link is down below in the chat. All
Yep.
right. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. What a great sport, huh? He's off to go get his stash cleaned up, right? So this is excellent. Ready to go. Steven says, you're all wrong. The best sauce is tomato sauce. You can put that on everything. Put it on pasta, sandwiches, beef, chicken, Craig's favorite lasagna soup. It is superior over all sauces. Steven, it is good. It is good, but it's not better than barbecue sauce. Let's go. Lexicon says mustard is greater than hot sauce, greater than mayonnaise, greater than barbecue sauce, greater than ketchup, greater than sweet, gooey, nasty barbecue sauce. Thank you, Lexicon, for that. Your breakdown, your tier list right there. Suna says, both Blabs and Craig are terrible defending their favorite condiments. I honestly like both barbecue and mayo, but shrimp paste is disgusting in my opinion. Got no interest in shrimp.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Okay, while Ike goes and shaves his face, we got a little bit more. We got a little bit more to go here. We have this. It says coming to a theater near you. Blabs. This is a short. Are we gonna get claimed?
So no, you're not gonna get hit. This is basically how I honestly can relate to this. This is basically how in a couple years, this is how theaters are going to be now. How they're going to charge you for everything, how you're going to pick a movie. It's honestly, I don't doubt that it'll happen.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, let's see what this hilarious short form
It's
video.
not
will say.
hilarious in the sense you think it is, but it's satire, but I feel like it will come true.
Okay.
see a movie, please? Okay, great. Would you like that regular or organic? What's the difference? Well, a regular movie is one made entirely by AI, and an organic movie is one made entirely by human beings. Okay, I'll take an organic movie then. Okay, that'll be $1,000. Wait, what? Why? That's so much money. Well, movies made by people cost a lot more money to make now, and because not many people can afford to see them, obviously the price is going up. But a regular movie, a movie made by AI, doesn't cost that much to make, so it doesn't cost that much to see, which is about $5 a ticket. Fine, I'll take a regular movie then. Awesome. And would you like that with ads or ad-free? Oh my God, what's the difference? With ads, it's $5. Without ads, it's $100. Okay, I'll take a regular movie with ads, please.
The 3 for me only at Chili's. Get you a bottomless drink.
Isn't it true though? Like I feel like this actually could happen.
Yeah, yes, I think by 2050, actually, I think it's going to look more like this, where everything is closed. Yes, yeah. Personally, I don't see the. I look, there will always be entertainment, always, but there's just something to the idea of like I actually thought about this quite a bit a couple weeks ago. We talk about how I was watching an episode of Friends with my wife, and just on a whim, I think they're at the coffee house or apartment. They go, "Do you want to see a movie?" Right? And they go, "Yeah, sure." And then they go out and then they turn it into like an event or something, right? And this is in the 90s, right? But nowadays, if you say you want to see a movie, it means you go to your couch and you find something on Prime or Netflix or your phone, because the idea that in the 90s and the early 2000s. The idea that you would be able to watch something on your phone or your device was just not even like having Snake on your phone was an amazing thing. The idea that I could actually play a game on my phone, let alone watch full television on your phone or something. It's too easy now. It's too easy to consume. It's too easy to be a customer. And the idea of wanting to go out to see a new product at a theater is obsolete. Like movies are going the way of arcades, because you think about like why arcades died was video games caught up to the technology that was in the arcade. And all of a sudden on your PlayStation or on your Dreamcast, your games were just as good as going to the arcade. So why do I need to go to the arcade? Well, that's exactly what's happening now. You have movies that are just as good, the same experience. So it seems almost like there's a direct correlation between arcades and movies. So I don't know. I mean, am I wrong on that, or is my?
No, I think you're right. But I was mostly saying how like the AI movies are going to be easier to make.
Oh,
so
sure.
The real ones are going to cost so much more money to produce, so they're going to charge more, and it makes all the sense. It's like, damn, bro, so we're going to be watching AI movies instead of real organic ones because people can't afford to make them anymore. Sad. Like, art is dying, in my opinion. Well, a certain type of
arcades
art.
are more like bars now.
Yeah, they've become a novelty. Go out and have some drinks, but think about this. 30 years ago, the idea of an arcade being like a barcade, that would have never happened, because arcades were seen as like video games were seen as a kid's thing. They were not for adults. And if you were an adult that played video games, you were thought of as like really weird. But now our entire generation has grown up with games, and it's just become a part of our life, part of our culture. Whereas now it's you have 30 somethings, 40 somethings going out and going to these barcades, and it's like socially acceptable to go and drink and play video games, unless you're at a Ludwig event and you drink way too much and you end up sorry. Anyways, so there's that.
Or
but
if you're talking to a snobby bitch.
Snobby bitch. You're talking about Ludwig?
No, never mind.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Well, like single 30-something-year-old women that complain about men playing video games.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. I'm so glad I got out of the single game when I did. It was the right time, right place. But we do have a list of the highest grossing films in Hollywood for 2025. Flash, would you like to guess some of the? I have a list of the top 8 movies from 2025. Do you want to
8?
Yeah.
There were more than 8 movies out this year.
You want to take a guess on
a
some
lot
of
of
these that have been in
a lot
there?
of turds this year. I'm gonna guess top by revenue.
Yeah, by revenue, worldwide.
Well, Lilo and Stitch for one.
Number 2, $946 million. I said it'd make $1 billion. It's gonna make $1 billion. I knew it. Lilo and Stitch, number 2. So there's number 2. Any other guesses here, Flash? We'll see if we can get how many of these 8 you can get.
F1 will be on there, but it's not on there yet.
Not yet. Nope.
Off the top of my head, I'm not coming with anything. It's been a really shitty year for the theaters.
Okay. Final Destination, number 8.
Yeah, see, that didn't really bring in big bucks, did it?
$283 million worldwide.
A lot. When you think about big movies.
What's the?
You used to say like $1 billion.
Yeah. Well,
or at least close to that for a movie to be considered like amazingly successful.
Final Destination, $283 million. Sinners, $365 million.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about Sinners.
Number 6, Thunderbolts, $382 million.
Man. And that's a flop. That movie's a flop.
Also a flop. Number 5, Captain America 4.
Yep.
Number 4, How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake. Now that's relatively new. It's
that's going to make more still.
Yeah. That's at $454 million. Number 3, I didn't know this has made this much money. Mission Impossible 8 has made $562 million worldwide.
Not enough.
Lilo and Stitch at number 2.
Yep.
And number 1 this year, Minecraft at $954 million right there. So there you go. Big money being thrown out for the top 2.
And Superman's not even out yet.
Lilo and Stitch will overtake Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
That's still got some legs on it, I think.
Well, I know what movie won't be overtaking it, but man, oh man, is it good. Did you see the news about the theatrical re-release of a classic from 35 years ago?
I did.
Yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie, is getting a 35th anniversary theatrical re-release back in movie theaters for 2 nights only, August 17th and 20th. It's a fandom thing. You got to go in and get. I'm curious how much the tickets are for that. I'm sure it's stupid.
Probably cheap, actually.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me do a little digging here and see if I can find it real fast, because that is intriguing to me. Let's see if I can find something. But yes, let's go and read this quick story here, because they will include a featurette right here. Go on and read the story.
All right.
Right here,
a new featurette, Turtles Unmasked, will be screened before the movie that includes never-before-seen archival footage, extended delete scenes, and behind-the-scenes home movie footage, as well as commentary from the film's director, Steve Barron. Turtles Unmasked was produced in collaboration with the creators of TMNT, Evolution, Mutation, and Reboot. The voice cast of TMNT, the first live-action movie in the franchise, included Brian Tochi as Leonardo, Corey Feldman as Donatello, Josh Pais as Raphael, and Robbie Rist as Michelangelo, and Kevin Clash as Splinter, the Turtles' master.
Okay, awesome. So, yes, this is an iconic movie for me. I just took a glance, and I picked like a 7 p.m. showing. General admin, $11.37. So, yeah, a little bit cheaper, which than your brand new movie. But maybe I'll go check that out. I know, like, my brother loves the original Ninja Turtles movie, and I'm curious to see if he'd bring his kids there. I'm sure he probably would, because I remember seeing that in theaters when it was released, and it was a really cool experience. Do you have any movies you remember? Obviously Harry Potter, Blabs, I get it, right? But what other movies do you guys recall like there being an experience going to see? Flash?
Avengers Endgame. Because of all the hype around it and everything.
Flash, you got any?
Batman Returns.
Oh, man. I remember Home Alone being a big movie event And I
and
felt like,
Star Wars 7.
oh yeah, the Star Wars movies, yeah, those were
Force
really
Awakens when it comes back.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Let us know of the movie event that you guys recall in the chat that really resonated with you guys or in the comments. All right, listen, a couple minutes ago, we had Debrew That Do and Aramis come in with 2 $100 direct donations. And if you recall, Eik, who has joined us for the first time today,
And the last, apparently.
A
He's gone after today.
a strong, wonderful member of our Side Scrollers Plus community over there, joined us. I want to pull up in real time, actually, his screenshot of what he looked like before, because I think it's very, very important. Because when you look at him, come on, pause for me real quick. When you look at him, he looks totally different now. And I am very excited. Here we go. Here's a quick shot from Eik here just a few minutes ago on Side Strollers, courtesy of our chat. Here he is. He has gone in and he has now shaved off his mustache after 2 $100 direct donations. He's a cheap date, folks. He's a cheap date.
Jesus Christ.
What?
We'd insult the man before he even comes back on and shaves his face and everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, there he is.
It's all red.
Oh, it is red. Look at that.
What'd you do? Wax it off?
Before and after.
No, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go away about 4 hours or something like that.
You just gotta make the same face that you're making in that still over there,
do
too.
us better. Make this face real quick.
No, you can't be looking at. You gotta look down. You gotta look sad, like "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Oh,
He's just muted himself in anger.
Anyways,
Which way I was looking, I don't remember.
Hey, listen. Hey, guys, a round of applause for Switzerland Plays. Let's go. Wow. Look at that. Jay says it looks 50 years younger. It's really
Was he a
messed up,
newborn?
dude. It's crazy. Yeah, round of applause. And hey, go subscribe to his channel. What a stud joining us today. How great is that? And
Yeah, made you $200 very quickly, though. Isn't that great?
Yeah, you supported the show in a major way. Thanks. I'll make sure to send some love your way on your channel, which will be awesome. Well, that's great news, and thank you for that. How great is that? Taker says, Craig, the burning question is, did Sweet Baby Inc. steal their name from Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce? Where did Sweet Baby Ray's rank on your barbecue hierarchy? Did you know that Sweet Baby Ray's is the #1 barbecue sauce in the United States? And did you know
I
that?
love it.
Do you really?
I love Sweet Baby Ray's. It's very sweet.
It is. It's also Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's is not very high on my list. It's like probably
As far as generic barbecue sauces go, though.
Yes, I think that's the best way to describe Sweet Baby Ray's. It is very generic. That'll do. That's what it is. That'll do. I'll dip my fries in that. I'll put it on my burger. I'll dip my chicken strips in it. Whatever. Gear says, Niniko, a famous Taiwanese cosplayer who does a lot of VTuber cosplays, including Saba, and yeah, she does guns. Hollow Live could have invited her on June 20th, but too bad. The shark just left the chat. Thank you, Gear. Normal Man, great to see you, says, it is I, Normal Man. I am not dead. I just got a haircut and a real job. Norm, it's great to see you. Welcome back, buddy. Let's go. Excellent. Tadarian says, I got here late, so I wasn't aware we were making the guy shave. I would have demanded the chaplain stash personally. Oh, no. Now I know never to be a guest on Side Scrollers. I've got facial hair and long hair like a true Norseman. Let's go, Tadarian. Hey, but Eik looks great. You look sharp, buddy. You look good. Do you regret shaving your stash at all?
No, it will regrow. It's not a problem.
Yeah, what a stud. What a stud.
I mean, my little thumbnail stuff and my pictures on my channel doesn't match anymore because.
Oh, no. Well, now we feel like a total asshole. Damn. Delta says, speaking of movies, my birthday comes up on Saturday, so my mom wanted to take me to see the new Jurassic World. Didn't think about it till this morning. She's spending $60 on 2 popcorns and soda and 2 small pizzas. Jeez, Delta. Holy crap.
Well, I hope the movie was good.
Was the new Jurassic Park good?
I don't know. I hope it is. It'd be nice to have good movies.
Is it out now? I thought it came out like this week.
Yeah, he said he's going to go see it on Saturday.
Oh, he's going to. I thought you said he did. Okay. Well, let us know how it is. I hope it's good. I hope you have a good time. And happy early birthday.
Tenarian also says, convenience culture ruins everything. Arcades, movie theaters, video games, whether it's convenience for the customers or the creators, such as making games, look too samey by using the Unreal Engine. Luckily, I live in a very inconvenient place, Tenarian. That's why you are who you are, and we appreciate you for that. Okay, we have a lot going on. I listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. We're back. We are so back. Cannot wait to share this story with you guys. But before we do, I'm very excited to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by our friends over at Aura. All right, let's be really real about this. Your personal information, it's already out there. Whether it's your bank information, whether it's your passwords, whether it's your kids' information, it's all there. Unless you have protection in place. Without protection, your data, your personal information can just be straight up stolen by data brokers and then sold to the highest bidder. That's messed up. Legally, though, they have to remove your data. But guess what? They made it really, really hard to do. And that is where today's sponsor, Aura, comes in. Aura is an all-in-one digital safety platform. It monitors your personal information across the dark web, your credit, your accounts, even your password. If something pops up, you get alerted fast, like 4 times faster than the competition. You also get a VPN, password manager, identity theft protection, and real-time credit monitoring, all bundled in one simple app. You don't have to juggle a bunch of tools. Aura does it all. Now here's the kicker. Head to aura.com/sidescrollers. You're going to get a 14-day free trial. No catch, no BS. I just want you to test it out and see what's been exposed. I tried it and found some of my information floating around on some of these data sites, and I got to be honest, I never would have known it was there without Aura. Don't do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Go to aura.com/sidescrollers. All right, so the link is in our pinned chat. It's in the description, as also in the pinned comment. Make sure you guys go check out Aura. Legitimately, like, you'll be shocked at how much of your stuff is out there, and Aura does it all for you. So go to aura.com/sidescrollers. Really appreciate your support. Once again, they support us, so please support them. Ike, I have a question for you. Are you familiar with the General Lee? Do you know what that is? I guess he's going to General Lee.
Mute
what
yourself, Ike.
I think you muted yourself again.
You could make it out, though.
The General Lee. Flash, how about you fill Ike in on what the General Lee is?
That's the Duke's car.
Mm-hmm. The
Dukes of Hazzard.
Now, Blabs, do you know what the
watch it when I skip school?
Oh,
or when I was sick.
Right? Blabs, do you know what Dukes of Hazzard is?
I know of it. I have never seen a single thing of it, though.
Okay. So Dukes of Hazzard was a wildly popular show in America from like 1979 to like the mid 80s. It was massive. Just a good old boys who were up to no good, right? And that was like the theme song. It's really iconic, kind of like hunky dory. They'd go around and they drove around in this car called the General Lee. Now, the General Lee now, friends, would be deemed as problematic because the top of it had what flag there? What flag do you see right there?
Confederate.
That's right. The stars and bars right there. The Confederate flag, which is now deemed problematic by idiots, even though it's not. So, Ike, now are you familiar with the General Lee?
You keep muting yourself, man.
We're gonna figure out Ike's issues here with his microphone, but
he's just yelling.
He's just going crazy. Here is the General Lee right here. It's a spectacular bright
car.
Yes, bright yellow car. The number 1 on the side of it mentioned the stars and bars All you got to do is search General Lee. Well, did you see what happened in Kentucky over the weekend, Flash?
Yeah, I saw that viral clip. It's pretty cool. That guy destroyed his car.
Yeah, he did. He did. Okay, Ike. I know you're a passenger here because your microphone's not working. But hey, listen, check this out. This is the most American thing you can possibly find. An entire downtown section of Kentucky blocked off, people on both sides of the car to witness this miracle of modern technology. It's the General Lee! Woo!
Ruined. Oh my God. I kind of don't like that because there's not that many of those like cars left. And not General Lee, I mean that car in general.
Sure. This took place at this was a replica car. Okay, this wasn't the original.
There wasn't a legit one.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the Charger itself. There's not a lot left of.
Flash, preserve the vehicle.
I hear that. Ike, what are your thoughts on seeing the General Lee bust over a fountain like that?
I've seen it. I find it interesting, but almost he hit somebody there at the end.
No, he did. There's a bunch of barriers there.
There's a bunch of hay barriers and stuff, isn't there?
I've seen that. What I wanted to say. I've seen the show itself as a kid. I remember watching the show itself, the Dukes of Hazzard.
Well, we have other
it used
angles
to be
of it.
syndicated like crazy.
Yeah, it was a huge show, massive. Let's check out another angle here because this is just it's too good to not look at. Hey! Whoa!
Yeah.
So look at this. By the way, look at this still frame. How amazing is that? What a picture!
Pretty badass.
Yeah.
The coolest picture I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, there's a drone right above it too?
Yeah, it's probably following it.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Bird's eye view.
That's so great. It's like, wow, we are so back. But yes, you're right, Ike. There's actually another view of it going over, and it nearly took out a guy who was like a cameraman on the other side. They said 35,000 people were there to watch the stunt take place. Golly, how amazing is that? And it says John Schneider and Brian Cherry, the actors who played Bo and Coy Duke, respectively, the guys who drove the iconic car, were at the event signing autographs for the fans. Let's go. So good. So here you go. This is, there it is after it went, getting forklift off. Flash's heart hurts just staring at that. This poor guy over here. Look at this lady over here. Watch out. Don't hurt yourself.
Don't touch it. You might scratch your knee.
That's right. Oh, how cool is that, though? What a great stunt. That's the most American thing I've ever seen in my life. Just that thing flying over the car, flying over that one more time. Woo! Boom!
It's a great shot.
That's a hell of a
that
stunt.
angle too. It's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Even that wrecked version is worth a shitload of money.
Hey, let's watch it in slow-mo one more time.
You're hurting Flash here. No, not the slow-mo.
Let's go.
No, I think it's cool.
Here it is in quarter speed. Look at this guy's got it all lined up, and wow! Oh, the fact where someone was like, "Hey, we should have a jump, not just over the fountain, but over the fountain while the water's going." Like, that's how you do it, right?
Can you imagine getting the permission to do all this stuff, like at your town's meeting? Be like, I want to block off the road, and I want to take my car, and I want to run over the water fountain, fly over it. Can we do that? Is it allowed? Can we have paramedics on site? Can you imagine the whole meeting to have that?
I love everything about that. Listen, if
that town got a lot of publicity there.
Oh yeah,
right.
That clips everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you know
what's the town's name?
What's the town's name? Somerset, Kentucky.
Okay.
I know that.
Did anybody complain about the flag on the car? For people that, I bet you there's a bunch of people bitching about it because they don't even know what that car is.
in Kentucky. I don't know. I don't know if they.
I'm talking about virally on the internet, not.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's some asshole complaining about it. But hey,
How's that racist cock get so much attention?
So much attention. Let's see real quick. I want to let's see if that actually did. It does. Oh, you know what? It does have the stars and bars on it, on the top of it. So I was wondering if they maybe removed it, but yeah, it's still there. Look at that. Look at all the. By the way, give it up to these guys standing on the edge of the roof without any sort of protection here.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that.
It's like four stories up, just standing on the edge. That makes me squeamish just looking at it.
Yep.
But Ike, as a foreigner here, does that make you proud to be an American?
That's a weird question. How can
What a retarded question.
I can't answer the question.
Does
by
it make
default.
Does it make you want to be an American? How's that?
Yeah, that actually.
God damn it, you're
How
right.
about that? That I can answer.
There you
That's
go.
just a normal day in America, right there.
Yeah, usually on the fountain jumping General Lees are usually on Fridays. This was on a Saturday, which was made it special. So it's just a normal thing, right, Blabs?
Absolutely.
God, how freaking like in downtown Fort Worth, they still have cattle drives, and it happens a couple times a day, like through downtown. I love the idea that the General Lee jumping is just like a regular thing, like a cattle drive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys, thank you very much for your support. Lord Slosh says, summer of 08, The Dark Knight hype was huge. Truly an event movie. Saw it twice in theaters. Still have one of my ticket stubs from it. Infinity War and Endgame were close seconds. Steven says, according to early screenings of JW Rebirth, the movie
Jurassic World.
is very mixed. It has nice visuals, but story is lacking, and you get blue-balled on the dinosaur kills. Oh,
Interesting.
it's no fun.
Were you really looking for high-quality story in a Jurassic Park movie?
The dinosaurs come and they just eat the guy in the toilet. That's kind of what we all want, right? Wasp came in and says, by the way, that jump happened in my home state. I'm so proud. See, that's what I'm talking about. Wasp is like, that's my state, y'all. Love that. Good for you. Alex says, the General Lee gets that level erect, and the voice just goes on to say, how are the Duke boys going to get out of this pickle? That's right. That's right. That's very standard when it comes to Dukes of Hazzard. Wasp says, don't worry, it wasn't a real Dodge Charger. It was a Crown Victoria with replication body kit. Nobody would dare ruin a real 69 Charger. See, you're okay, Flash. You're okay.
Oh, yeah. I forgot they do that now. You can actually buy a body from, they'll make you one. Isn't that crazy?
Nikki, great to see you. Says, technically, that's the flag of the Army of Northern Virginia, and that's not the stars and bars. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nikki. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, cool. Guys, give it up for Big Earn. Who said,
I love Big Earn.
Had to be careful there. It says, homemade barbecue sauce, ketchup, mustard, syrup, jelly. It's that easy. Add your own spices and other condiments like sriracha for your own twist. Thanks, Big Earn. Appreciate that. That's excellent. Steven says, I will be to Ninja Turtles Night 1. I guess be at. I can't say the same for the rest of the movies coming out this year. Steven. Gear says, Squid Game Season 3, we made one of the most depressing endings ever made. Final Destination Bloodline. What ending? I just smashed everyone. So I'm in the middle of watching Squid Game Season 3. Have you guys watched that yet?
I heard it was shit.
No. Yeah,
Really?
That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard it was really good, but I
I finished it yesterday, so
you did finish it.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's okay, but
don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear about it.
I'm not going to tell you what happens, but
Okay.
I don't think it's a bad ending.
Okay. Well, I will.
People
I'll
are
be
talking.
the
The
judge
best-
of that probably by tomorrow.
The best thing that came out of Squid Games was everyone getting mad because they literally just put a dude in a wig. For the
Yeah.
Chad's character.
People were really pissed about that, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they were. All right, let's go ahead and this video got passed around. It has 3 million views over on X, and I think it's worth sharing. This says the absolute state of World of Warcraft in the year of our Lord 2025. Did y'all see this clip being bounced around?
I just saw screenshots of it. I didn't see the clip.
Okay, so This is not of the Wheelchair Warrior, which we'll get to in just a second, but it does give you a nice little peek into some of the characters here.
Stop this! Dinath fought to save all of Azeroth. He sold us out so the Alliance and Horde could wage war in Kar-Zalgar. You'll never understand. For Erazor! The Red Dawn will rise again.
No! Do not make her a martyr. Our history will read, Faerun, true daughter of the Arathi, allowed Merrin to live without her title and name. The Red Dawn vanished from the Highlands forever.
This is not over.
What?
Dripping. Look at this guy down here. I just noticed this little guy walk up in the corner.
He's super colorful compared to everybody else.
Yeah, everybody
Where's the
here.
wheelchair guy? I thought there was a wheelchair.
There
Not-
is a
not in this
wheelchair
one.
guy. Yes. Here we go. We have this next year. So this is what World of Warcraft looks like in 2025. A paladin with a prosthetic shield arm and a guy in a magical wheelchair. Fantasy universe in full swing right here. So yes, notice the prosthetic shield arm here. Something that I don't know if people picked up on the left side.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me that much. People lost their arms all the time.
But here's the here's the wheelchair guy, right?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Now-
Is that a magical wheelchair?
It
Why
is
would
a
you just
magical.
magic your legs to work again.
Well, that you bring up really good questions here, Flash. Now,
Can I go into this a little bit?
yes, of course,
Because
Ike.
I played World of Warcraft like crazy. I have like combined over all those years played time about a year logged in, and
Wow.
I had a lot of playtime with it. And seeing where Blizzard is going with Warcraft these days, it's just ridiculous. Especially with that guy in the wheelchair, is Khadgar. It's like pretty much the most powerful human wizard out there. And you're telling me now he needs a magical wheelchair instead of just going to a priest and fucking heal his spine or whatever issue he has, because probably they put in a story about it's unhealable, it is a curse, which it's just ridiculous at this point. I hate it. I hate
That's
everything
so
what Blizzard
stupid.
does. You know,
It's floating. What's even the point of it? What the fuck?
As I said,
on top of that,
if they want to put a wheelchair guy in, wow, go ahead. But like somebody had to point out the idea that it's floating, hence entirely defeating the idea of needing said wheels. Like it just doesn't make any sense at all.
That's
to me.
dumb. And you know what's
Oh.
even more stupid about all of this shit that they're doing? And it's not just World of Warcraft. You see this shit in like Dungeons and Dragons now and all kinds of shit. You know, nobody in a wheelchair wants that. It's literally there probably because some white fucking cunt wanted it in there, and they put it in there because it made her feel better. You know, the fantasy for someone in a wheelchair is to walk again.
For a lot of them, yeah. Well, and here's the thing is people say like World of Warcraft has had wheelchairs before, and they have. They have. Like this is from Cataclysm right here, right? Got the dude in the wheelchair. Okay, that's fine. But once again, why is this one fucking floating? It doesn't make sense to me at all. Oh my God.
but even with Drektar, that was like stupid at that point already. Like I said, it's a magical world. People are being healed all the time. It makes zero sense. So whoever put that in the story in the first place should have been fired immediately and just.
It's a white woman.
and
I
probably-
would bet $100 on it. That is a white woman that came up with that idea to put that in there.
I would like to double your odds and say I'll bet $200 in that because I guarantee that it wasn't some wheelchair guy who was like, I'd really, you know, someone who can't walk in a wheelchair being like, I'd really like to feel represented here. I bet it was some white 20-something going up to the guy in the wheelchair going, wouldn't it be nice to feel represented here? Right, which is a big difference. Now, this is Activision Blizzard here. Now, guys, I don't know if you know this, but they are big on diversity, equity, and inclusion, as stated on their website here. This is from the 2022 version here.
Blizzard. No wonder it sucks now.
Yeah, there we go. And hey, I want to let you know, guys, that diversity does fuel innovation. Which what a corporate bullshit catchphrase that is, huh? Diversity fuels innovation. Oh, does it? Okay. Please back it up with stats. So our people, our culture here, and look, did you notice that they have all these things over here? Look at all these different networks they have here. The Asian Pacific Islander Employee Network, the Black Employee Network, the Disabled Employee Network, the Indigenous and Aboriginal Employee Network, the LGBT No Q Employee Network, the Multicultural Employee Network. I don't even know what is Somos. I don't even know what that is.
Can't you just have? Couldn't you just have them?
Could have what? Sorry, Flash. You bounced on that.
And Indigenous.
Wouldn't you? I mean, I think you just want to combine it all into one, right?
I'm just yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
What is Swana?
I don't know. I don't know what Swana or Somos is.
I've never heard of either of those.
You know,
those are new ones.
Swana Solid Waste Association of North America.
Solid waste. So
I'm pretty sure it's not what that
I have
means
questions
in this
now.
context.
Yeah,
I don't think.
that'd be a very niche group of communities who work in the solid waste community and also Blizzard. I'm just kidding. But you know, this is kind of what happens. And don't forget, guys, even this year, make sure you guys celebrate Pride with Blizzard's 2025 Pride collection. Hey, make sure you guys
it's the trans colors.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what Pride is now? It's just for trans people?
Well, of course. This goes back to 2023. Hey, nonstop all the time. All the time. You know what I feel like we should do whenever we dive deep into this nonsense and we're talking about floating wheelchairs and video games and stuff and what?
Sorry. So it means Southwest Asian and North African.
Oh, that's good. Also,
it's important to those 3 billion people so we can combine them together.
And I really had to search for this. I did Swana. Kept saying waste. I was like Swana Blizzard. Then it was like talking about an actual blizzard. Like a natural disaster, and I was like, Swana Blizzard Activision. Then I got it.
Hold on, back up real quick. Back up real fast. It's what?
Based on provided results, SWANA is an acronym that stands for Southwest Asian and North African.
Okay, hold on. So is it just like 3 guys who work at, or like 3 ladies at Blizzard?
It's like for 3 people.
Right. They're like, we are the collective of SWANA.
Every one of those networks is ran by a woman.
Definitely. Okay, Blabs, what is Somos? Somos. SOMOS. Because
useless jobs and women kind of go hand in hand sometimes.
I'm glad they have a veterans employee network. That's good. You know, there's no just men's employee network. Why? There's a women's one. Why is there not a men's one?
Isn't it not linked and nothing there? If you click on that Somos thing.
Nope.
So Somos is an employee network for Latina, Latino, and Latina employees and allies.
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time, just so we're all on the same page.
Latina, so feminine. Latino for like masculine. And they're saying Latina with an E at the end of it. Employees and allies.
Okay. When you say and allies at the end, it opens it up to everybody.
I guess they're no longer just employees then. I guess everybody can come in. Like
right.
The guy who works at McDonald's can just join in.
Why is the Latino guy got to work at McDonald's, Blabs?
Yeah, that's kind of racist.
I was just giving like an example.
Really fucked up, Blabs.
Why did this example pop in your head up first?
Yeah, I know.
Because like a random job like McDonald's.
But Latino?
Listen,
pretty
whatever, man. I could have been like an Indian person who works at the gas station, but I didn't do that, did I?
Whoa, Blabs. Whoa.
Anyway.
Whoa. Can we just ease up on the stereotypes a little bit, guys? Just
I'm
saying.
sorry. How many times do I get this a day?
Guys, I am offended right now by Blabs' just snark responses with the stereotyping.
Do you want
today.
some pearls?
I'm so upset right now. Modest came in with a 5, says, bada bing. No, I'm just kidding. No. Hey, no, let's not forget though. that there is the King's Diversity Space Tool, which is a leap forward in inclusion in gaming right here. Which, by the way, you could adjust based off of the cultural, gender identity, ethnicity. These are all wonderful diversity space tools. So there we go. We talk about insanity in video games. They take the things you love and then they just drop their pants and slowly drop a big old dookie on it. This is a really good example. Ike, as a longtime World of Warcraft player, does this make you want to go back and dive back in?
Heck no. They lost me pretty much at that point when they told us, well, it's a little bit offensive if you put /spit on an NPC. So at that point, they disabled their options entirely. And they pretty much lost me there. That was like, 2019-ish, something like that.
Well,
fuck them.
Activision Blizzard is the same company that says they're moving away from teabagging because, so there's that. The whole thing is just such a mess and sad. Activision Blizzard, that's where you get. Anyways, good luck to this guy. Looks like he's like making his way off into space. You're just like slowly taking off.
So stupid.
Blast off. Scotty, beat me up.
Just blasting slowly off into space. I love that idea.
So dumb.
The question is, does he need repair on his magical wheelchairs from time to time?
Yeah. How much damage does it take?
Tightening the screws and shit.
I was doing a little research on this, and when
you were.
Well, I was. Why would I not do research? I think it's very important.
On like damage of wheelchairs?
No. Of
I
wheelchairs.
was like, I wonder how much damage, And Craig's like, well, I did some research.
No. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because there was something I saw that was talking about when we were talking about this. And Flash, you thought this was actually a D&D thing, right? You thought this was originally from Dungeons and Dragons, right?
The wheelchair picture?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I knew that one, but I remember when it first got big, it was the little thing you were showing before we started the stream, that little figure of the wheelchair guy.
Well, I was doing a little bit of digging on wheelchairs in video games today, which was not on my list of things that I planned on doing research about. But when I was doing that, I found a thing about wheelchairs in Dungeons and Dragons, and apparently it's like super overpowered having a wheelchair in Dungeons and Dragons, and that it actually. I want to make sure I pull this up and say this the right way. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. So they have a combat wheelchair in Dungeons and Dragons, and your speed becomes 30 here. You can control the chair telepathically. The chair benefits from any spells that are cast on you. The chair takes no hit points, but this is probably my favorite one. You gain extra movement going down. You gain extra movement going downhill.
You get acceleration points.
Just somebody just like, whee!
What if you encounter stairs, though?
Yes. Well, that's when it turns into magic.
You just throw the stairs move down. Done.
Just spectacular.
Make
stuff.
a spell of stairs.
Oh, I love it. Yes. She's like, what am I going to do? All right. Game Hunter says, when I was 5, my parents took me to an outdoor movie to see Armageddon. The amount of men and women running out of their cars screaming when the asteroid was approaching was funny. Oh, that's funny. That's great. Dan says, I've seen both the Dukes of Hazzard, of Hazzard's cars at the car museum years ago. A stunt car that's already smashed and fully restore real authentic. By the way, awesome video, made my day. Let's go. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Fucking America. Scooter says, my late fiance was a huge nerd, a huge WoW nerd. She played an absolute troll of a goblin rogue lady and was kind of built like one too. Short, big thighs, and big milkers. She would be furious at the state of WoW right now. Scooter, I'm sorry about your loss with your fiance, obviously. But I'm glad that you can giggle a little bit today knowing that she will never have to play that trash. So thank you, Scooter. Appreciate your support. And your description of your ex-fiance is both funny and kind of disturbing. Nathan says, The dumb part about the wheelchairs is when you are in a fantasy world, healing magic aside, you could be riding around on a snake, a mech, a magic carpet, a buff Amazon, a direwolf, anything but a wheelchair. Yes, correct, Nathan. There's a lot of funniness to it. Game Hunter came back, says, it's true, Ike. I'm still drawing concept art for Craig with double. How do I say that, Ike? Dubular?
That's English.
Yes, I think that's an English fucking word.
Dubular.
That's an English fucking word.
Gyllenhaal abs for the post game hidden boss fight. Going to make some changes for the Kirsche Summer Barbecue Pitmaster War. Let's fucking go, Montez. Game Hunter, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Speaking of Montez, we are 6 yellow supers away from our goal of 20 today. Let's see if we can knock that out. Okay, Flash, I know you got an out in about 4 minutes, so I think before we get to our next story, it probably would be a good time to give you the opportunity to bounce.
Well, I want to know what the one thing is about, so I'll stay. Are you going to get into the VTuber thingy?
Yes, I am. Yes. Okay, so let's get to this. There was a massive debut over the weekend of a brand new VTuber. And let's go to Dexerto for this story. VTuber Gargura returns with a new debut as Saba and hits almost 200,000 live viewers. Now, I watched a little. This just showed up in my YouTube recommendations, and I was floored by what I was seeing here. It says Gargura had to retire her old VTuber personality after leaving the HoloLive label, forcing her to leave her past behind and find a new audience. However, her first stream with the new model was more successful than she ever could have imagined. The VTuber, who was previously Gargura, had been reborn as Saba, a catgirl shark, with a new model and stream identity. She's hoping to make a career for herself separate from the world of VTuber agencies. So she's gone independent, right?
I actually saw this when I was looking up VTubers on Friday. Her channel popped up and it was like coming soon and everything. And the live stream was a Saturday, whatever it was. Oh,
yes.
It all clicks. It all clicks.
It
I was like, who the hell is
clicks.
this chick that has almost 1 million subscribers?
Yes.
Good for her.
Yes. Now, this was the previous channel here. She had 4.7 million subscribers. And it says here, graduated, which in VTuber terms just means like they're no longer doing their thing, right? But this was the model here before, the one on the left right here. And this is what it looks like now, the new character on the right. Massive debut here. And when I say that they will have tremendous success, they will 100%. Like the first stream had over 200,000 viewers. It showed up on my recommendation the other day as well. And she had 50,000 people watching it yesterday. So there have been a number of high-profile disputes between VTubers and their management companies, with big companies, big collectives like HoloLive and Niji Sanji being fraught with controversy in recent years. Gargura was very forthright about her reasons for leaving HoloLive, claiming she had disagreements with the management, with her leaving on April 29, 2025. It took almost 2 months for her to come back as Saba. And you can see here, she teased. Kind of like this. It's really, really good. And I saw Kirsche actually responding to this. She said the rigging on it was really, really impressive. The amount of moving parts and such here. So yes, 198,000 viewers came in as a peak, with the VOD having almost 2.4 million total views. The channel's got close to 1 million subs before she even went live for the first time. So I mean, what a tremendous start here. Apparently, the chat was moving so fast that the YouTube chat literally broke, which I don't even know, what to say about that, but I didn't even know it was possible. So yeah, there you go, Flash. Just a mass, like this VTuber side of things. I am floored by it.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah, is massive. And you can see the stream here. This was actually the stream from a couple days ago here. Started off, and this has 2.6 million views streamed 1 day ago. one day ago, and you can see kind of the she's really smart, kind of pops up over time. And her thing, I guess the model is that it's like a fish. You can see the tail in the back, and it has all these moving parts, and it's super wiggly, and I'm sure the wiggles will be all over the place. But you can look at how fast that chat was moving. Let me see if I can show the chat replay here as well, because this was nuts to see. Let's see if it'll pull up. I don't even know if YouTube kept up with the data.
Wow, look at that chat go. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean,
that's insane.
The amount of data. Look at this thing just moving. It's having a hard time refreshing how quickly it's moving. So they killed it. They killed it. So, and really all it did was kind of wiggle and waggle and talk about the new goals and stuff. And it's a fish. So look, like I said, for me, the YouTuber space is something that I'm still learning about, but I'm fascinated by it. Ike, what are your thoughts on this? Do you follow the VTubing space at all? And if so, what do you think of you see these debuts like this of these characters being so massive?
I mean, was she known like before and she told everybody is graduated and everybody knew and just followed the new channel? Did I understand that part this way? I mean, good for her.
They don't get promoted by the old agency though, so you kind of
but that's where my doubt comes in. How much do old agencies and new agencies or new people like talk to each other to make it that big? Because you can't get that big like all of a sudden. That's not happening. So some people have pushed money this and that way to make this happen in the first place. Otherwise, you wouldn't be promoted like that. And I'm just very skeptical about that. And also, I'm skeptical about the chat, especially of lolly characters, which means young children-like depictions and all that. I have questions of many of those fans. Let's put it that way, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
It's just awkward to me. And the most VTuber I see is actually on side scrollers with Kirsche. Other than that, I don't follow the VTubers at all. I don't really care.
There's a couple that are in our like Hypnotics, technically a VTuber. It's a Gundam as a VTuber.
I mean,
they're not all like this.
Look at how impressive this is. Look at the eyes, the way it moves, the ears perking up. This is insane. This is like watching a cartoon in real time.
Yeah, but you have software for that. So I'm not super impressed about that, especially when somebody has enough money. You just make this model once and give another order, another command out there, make me a new model with this and that, like dress and all that. So it's nothing too impressive.
People are saying I'm not a VTuber yet.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
I'm waiting to get my comic payout, and I think I'm gonna grab some upgrades.
You have to show feet though, Flash.
Yeah, at 100,000 subscribers.
Animated feet.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll have the animated Jake Gyllenhaal abs. They're going to be part of the model.
Well, now that she is no longer a part of her agency, maybe Saba would be interested in coming on the show sometime. Maybe we can reach out and see if Saba would be interested in coming on to Side Scrollers, because we did have that hit list last week of the psychos over on Blue Sky who listed off all the problematic VTubers, and like, Leaflet was on, Kirsche was on it, Reb's on it, all these people that we know. It was more or less like people we should invite. And by the way, we do have one of them booked for the show, Blabs.
Yes, we do.
And who is that?
So that's Mama Oko.
Mama Oko. Okay.
I just had her on Saturday.
Oh,
Good
great.
people.
Good. Well, we'll have Mama Oko on next week. Yes, I guess the following week, because we're off.
In a couple weeks.
Yes. So there we go. Someone in the chat was asking. Let's see real fast. Yes, Zinnick says VTuber Craig when. It's so funny. I hear this so much. Is it because I'm ugly? Is it because I'm old? Is that why? Should I do a VTuber? Because we all go turn into VTubers here on Side Scrollers. Blabs, what do you think?
I'm okay, thanks.
Oh, okay.
I think they might mean more like because you're a grifter.
Yeah, it's true. That'd be
not because you're old. Because nobody cares about man faces.
No, nobody cares about man faces. Speaking of man faces, Flash, you got to roll. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. I will see you guys on Monday. Next Monday.
remember we're off. So
Oh, that's right. So I'll see you in 2 weeks.
forward to it, buddy. All right. We'll see you then, okay?
All right. See you guys.
All right, see you.
Bye. Have a good one.
Peace.
All right, so it looks like we have a new friend to reach out to with
Well,
Saba.
actually, the thing is, I've tried looking up Saba's contact info. You can't DM her anywhere. There's no email to be found. DMs are closed on Twitter. So
We'll find a way. We'll find a way. All right, let's go to this other story here. By the way, we are 4 supers away from our goal of 20 yellows. Bentley came in with the 10. Says, "Hey, side scrollers, I must say that I'm sure Joe Biden feels represented now in WoW, as seeing a character that also has trouble with stairs. Very inclusive of Blizzard." Montez.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Wow. Oh, no, there's Ike coming in with a soundboard.
that's cool.
Hey, Droxus came in and says, "For context, Saba's previous employers do not advertise anything for talent's new personas." Of course they do not. All the hype for Saba was just off of hints from her old YouTube channel and Twitter accounts Hollow. She was just that popular. Well, hell yes. Thanks for the heads up. I love that. Tenarian says, had a shower thought earlier today. Imagine the memes if Switch 2 had a camera on the console itself. People would look so dumb playing it on all the couch dirt with all double chinned up. Right.
What a weird thing to think of in the shower, but it's kind of funny.
Well, I mean, you think about people with their phones. They're
Yeah, like
here and they're
when
going,
you accidentally open up your camera and it's front facing, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Tenarian also says, "Black lady with multiple disabilities. She's blind in one eye as well as missing an arm. Nothing wrong with it in itself, but it's just so boring and predictable in current days. My special needs are better served with a very bubbly Latina. Enter Poppy." You got it, Tenarian. There, hey, Poppy, great to see you. Let's go. All right.
She's hiding, ready to go.
She's ready to go. Video Gamer came in with a very specific $2.20 support. It says, "Back on today in gaming history, no mention of Ease, the Oath of Felgahanna. I've been posting nightmare difficult boss runs in that game over on Side Scrollers Plus. Just posted the final boss last week and saw the criminally underrated Tokyo Xanadu released today. Basically, Falcom decided to make a bootleg of Persona, but with action-based combat. Thank you, Video Gamer. Appreciate this support. Vagabundo, let's go. Came in and says, "I watched both the Saba streams this weekend, and I got a bucket hat."
Nice.
Great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Ranting Ryan says, "As a wheelchair user myself, the irony is not lost on me of a cripple in WoW being a healer of others." Oh, I really hate inclusion. Hey, Ranting Ryan, thank you very much for your support. Graham says, "Happy Monday, meatbags. Did someone forget to Activision Blizzard that Nintendo has the wheelchair game market already cornered? At least Pride Month is finally over." Montez, almost. And then we have this from Tenarian, says, Saba might be too big of a name to come on the show, but one of her former colleagues from Hololive has collabed with one of Kirsche's friends, so it's in the realm of possibility. Hey, who knows, right? We're just here to throw the invite out. And if people want to show up, they're more than welcome, which is great. All right, we do see all your supers. We're going to get to every one of them, and we appreciate them, guys. Thank you very much. First, I want to get to this story here. I'm going to read you this headline, and my first response was like, "Are you serious? Like, this is really what we're doing?" This is from CBSNews.com. In-N-Out Burger sues YouTuber who says it posed as an employee. Right here. Did you hear about this story, Blabs?
I actually didn't. And now I'm wondering what the hell.
Okay, let me just go and read this story as is here. Okay, this person has, as you can see, 334,000 YouTube subscribers, right? But here we go. In-N-Out Burger is suing a popular YouTuber who says it posed as an employee of the burger chain and filmed his interactions with customers. The lawsuit filed by District Court in Central California alleges that internet personality Brian Arnett impersonated an In-N-Out worker by wearing a fake uniform bearing the company's trademark branding. He duped customers into believing he represented the brand in order to damage its reputation, the complaint claims. Arnett filmed himself engaging with customers as he made lewd, derogatory, and profane remarks. This is what In-N-Out Burger says. For example, while impersonating an employee, he led customers to believe that the company's food contained cockroaches and condoms, the restaurant chains alleged. He also told customers that restaurant associates, quote, put their feet in lettuce served to customers. Arnett did not immediately respond to CBS Money Watch for comment. It talks about how In-N-Out Burger, it's been around for a long time. In-N-Out Burger, very, very good, by the way. Good stuff. In-N-Out is suing Arnett for alleged...
It comes with all that other crap that was just mentioned, so you really like it?
No, it's
Okay.
super duper fresh. In-N-Out is suing Arnett for alleged trademark infringement and business defamation and is seeking to ban Arnett from its establishments. It also wants to require that he remove online posts and videos that refer to In-N-Out. The company is suing for damages and any profits he might have made from his videos. The prank video has since been removed from Arnett's public YouTube channel and are no longer viewable online, which nothing is ever deleted online. But he has, like I said, 334,000 YouTube subscribers. Pretty noticeable right there. So, Ike, first time hearing this. Have you heard about this story?
No, and it's disgusting. I'm usually against like any thing connected to government and attorneys and courts and all that shit, because it's a pain in the ass to work with cases like that. But messing around with people's thoughts about what they are putting in their mouth, the food, like when they're right there, condoms in the food and cockroaches and all that, he deserves anything what comes towards him. Hopefully he's going to get his channel lost. And yeah, I don't like messing around with food, even in fantasy.
Well, here's what he looked like standing outside of the In-N-Out Burger. So if you see this guy outside of an In-N-Out Burger, you think he's holding a menu, he's got the red apron on, he's got the hat on. Like, he looks like an employee, 1,000%. So I am on board with this. I am not a big fan of the idea of
impersonation.
Yeah, well, especially in a situation like this.
Yeah, you're messing with somebody's business. You have every right to like go.
Yeah,
and
I mean, impersonation is one thing. If he does it maybe on a parking lot or even in the public,
or like a parody or something.
That's one thing, but like literally deceiving people while they want to go exactly at that place, that's a super scummy move. Fuck that guy.
And they're only suing him for a couple things. They're suing him for the revenue he made on the video and damages and court fees and damages and stuff. So like, I don't know. Like, I think this is certainly one of those F around and find out situations. And honestly, I hope he finds out, because I don't, we've seen these like these nuisance YouTubers.
Best one would be Johnny Somali, whatever.
Right.
And it would have a precedent if like he lost this court case or like he won it and he doesn't have to pay any damages to In-N-Out. It'd be like, oh well, any other YouTuber can go and just be like, well, if he got it and he did it, he got away with it, then why don't I go and do this to some other business and you go and fuck with somebody else? And it's like, well, YouTube is just responsible for having all these stupid spurgs on the internet messing with people's businesses.
What's funny here is you look at his channel, and his most popular videos are about skateboarding. And he kind of turned himself into like a nuisance guy. Like, all of his most popular stuff are skateboarding. Every single one.
Do we know how old he is?
Old enough to know you shouldn't be dressing up as an In-N-Out employee.
Yeah, he's got to be at least late 20s.
But you can,
from his photos,
you can see that he's like he's definitely trying to follow trends. These look very
how
like
many subscribers does he have?
334,000, 335,000, right?
Okay.
So, pretty okay. But the idea that you had something working here, you had something very working with your skateboarding thing. You have your niche. It clearly has grown your channel. So why are you like, what are we doing here? I don't know this. So anyways, I hope he gets the book thrown at him. I obviously don't want any jail time for the dude, but
why not?
I don't know, maybe 6. I don't know. Just throw him in for a little bit. Just get a taste.
Or community service, something like that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it needs to be set an example.
Not like a harsh example. I am not calling for that, but
Don't decapitate him.
I wouldn't be sad if he lost his YouTube channel. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't be sad about that, because he should learn from other people's mistake. If you have ever seen like the one guy in the gym who takes the head of the big buff guy, and the big buff guy said, "Give it back," and he doesn't give it back right away, and he slaps him. So he found out. And there was even a bigger nuisance example. Like 5-6 years ago, a guy in a mall chases another guy, and this one guy who was chased got scared and pulled out a gun, a pistol, and shot that nuisance guy. So don't do stupid shit like that. You're gonna find out for even worse. So if he loses only his channel, I mean, in my opinion, you got like easy off.
Yeah. There is something to him being made an example of, 1000%. In-N-Out Burger, my thing is, like, once again, look at what he's wearing. He's wearing the outfit. So yes, he's naturally going to like go in and confuse people. Obviously the microphone doesn't help, but yeah, throw the book at him. Here's another story from YouTube here. Maybe you wouldn't have to watch the Brian Arnett In-N-Out video, because Google has added a very controversial, I guess, feature. They're calling it a feature to YouTube Premium here. And let me just go ahead and play the video for you on exactly what we got here. How to get search results on YouTube using AI-powered carousels here.
As a YouTube Premium member, you get early access to AI features on YouTube. YouTube has made it simpler to find what you're looking for. When you search for queries related to shopping, places, or things to do in a specific location, you may get an AI-powered carousel of results to help you easily discover relevant videos and information. To access this AI-powered video and information carousel, open the YouTube app on your mobile device. Next, type a query into the search bar like best beaches in Hawaii or noise-canceling headphones. Note that not every search query would generate a carousel. Then, the carousel will highlight main topics and provide relevant video clips with useful insights. This carousel makes it easier to quickly find what you're looking for and helps you discover more videos related to your search with helpful suggestions. Each video clip provides an AI-created headline and description to show how it matches your search. The video clip will play in the order that they appear in the carousel from left to right. To skip to a different clip, tap the thumbnail under the video player. To watch the video in its entirety, tap on the video on the player. You'll then be directed to the video page, and the video will begin playing from the exact point you left off.
I totally agree, Craig.
Yeah, me too.
So there you go, Blabs. What do you think?
I don't like it. I think it's just dumbing people down again, just like Google AI overview is and everything. And honestly, the way I understand it, it's basically a description of a YouTube video before you even watch the video. So it's like, well, if you're just going to tell me what's in the video, do I really need to watch the video? Doesn't that not take away like from the YouTube?
Well, keep in mind that there are already descriptions on YouTube, right?
Yeah, but like this one's going to give you a description of the video, right? Like an AI summer zoop. That's not what you do in some descriptions on YouTube, right? You don't have to do all that stuff.
Yeah, you might not want to see a DSP is jerking off right now.
Ah.
So as a summary.
Don't have a whole lot of interest in seeing that. No.
But that's what the Blabs means. It's going to describe the video, so you might not want to already read what is in the video.
Well, let's put this in it.
Mike wants to be surprised when he sees DSP jerking off. Okay.
Yeah, let's not make it weird.
I want the surprise.
Okay, well, let's put this in like let's give a better comparison here. Let's just go like the biggest YouTuber in the world, right? You go to Mr. Beast. Let's just say someone searches newest Mr. Beast video. And in that carousel, it has a thumbnail and it says, in this video, Mr. Beast chased 500 chickens and the winner, the one that whatever, right? It gives you a full descriptor of what he does, right? And it gives you the payoff as well. Okay, there's this, he did one recently where he had one of his friends lose 100 pounds. So in that, let's just say, in this video, Mr. Beast challenges a close friend to lose 100 pounds over the course of 365 days. He does it in 178 days and wins $464,000 or whatever it was. Like, what's the point of watching the video if you have some sort of AI spoiler, if you will.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can't really even control it, right? You can't control the AI summary. So if like there is a spoiler or like a plot twist in your video or something you don't want people to know until they watch the video, does it not defeat the
or
purpose?
it might just miss. It might miss like the point of the video, like the very
As well,
crucial
yeah.
points of videos. So you might be like thinking, "Oh yeah, I read the description, I know everything," but you might miss like very crucial talking points. For example, stop killing games. He has like a 1 hour and something video about it, lastly produced and published, and the AI gives you like a summary, and you miss like 99% of it.
Yeah.
You know?
It'll be like a 5-sentence summary or whatever. It's like, well, how do you do that for like an over hour video?
Well, YouTube has made many different. Look, YouTube's technology is very impressive, right? Sometimes they just don't use the technology for good, and I think this could actually end up hurting the user experience, which is not a positive thing. All right, hey, give it up for Mandorian, who became a brand new member over on YouTube. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's excellent. Delta says, nah, fuck all these nuisance influencers. Send them to Alligator Isle or whatever Florida has built for the baddies. It's him and others that I check. Every food container I buy is sealed. That's right. Thank you, Delta. Excellent stuff. Hypernaut says, Asmongold made a 2-minute reaction to that WoW clip yesterday, and it's great because he knows what WoW was like the back of his hand. Thank you, Hypernauts. Wasp came in and says, by the way, that jump happened in my home state. Yes, thank you very much, Wasp. Sorry, I missed that earlier. All right, we'll get to all your super chats here in just a second. Thank you guys very much. Tenarian came in with another 10. Says, YouTube and Google searches have only gotten worse in recent years. I don't use Google to search if I can avoid it. You shouldn't trust a search engine whose developers also have an ad service. Guess which search results is most likely to give you. That's right. Thank you, Tenarian. Okay, it is Monday, which, hey, it's always time to get in the plane and head over to Clown World. You guys want to go to Clown World for a couple minutes?
Sure.
Did a good job selling it there, Ike.
All right, yeah, why not?
Clown. Clown.
All right. So we have this post from Blabs, actually a response to Blabs. Something I guess it says. So it turns out that Nicholas Contino, a.k.a. Lily Tino, has a bit of an ugly past. Anyone surprised? Before he transitioned, our boy Nick was reportedly fired for sexual assaulting a female coworker who had rejected him. He allegedly continued to stalk her for months afterwards, and he was eventually arrested for it. Now, once again, for those who don't know, Lily Tino is this guy right here. Here is the video that we're talking about. Lily Tino, the guy pretending to be a WoW man who has kind of popped off in virality and goes to Disney and likes to take pictures inside of bathrooms. So let's check out this 1-minute video here.
Programmer who was fired for persistently harassing a female coworker who had rejected him. He continued to stalk her.
We might get hit for the music, by the way.
Eventually arrested by the police after being released from jail. He tried to hide his misogynistic behavior and evade legal consequences by undergoing cosmetic surgery to change his appearance, though his biological sex remained unchanged.
Okay, so I'll pause it there. So the idea that they're saying, and this is all alleged.
Yeah, I can't find any official documents or any of that stuff backing this up. So take it all with a grain of salt.
Yes, all alleged.
But it's not unlikely considering his recent behavior.
Would not be surprised.
Yeah.
He reportedly deceived online fans. Is that to say online or only fans?
Online fans.
Okay. Into filming private content after she refused. He smeared her online, calling her a bad person. His recent video film. Oh, does this just make you just want to?
It's gross.
Oh my god. Filming in a Disney women's restroom appears to be another calculated move. I'm sorry. What's that, Ike?
Why are you gay?
To exploit Disney's platform for attention rather than brand himself as a representative of the LGBT community in order to gain fame, profit. Did you know this is a disturbing look? Okay, he gives his mom. So anyways, there's that, right? So could it be possible that this dude pretending to be a woman here is actually a dude trying to avoid ramifications and gaining fame?
Potentially.
Yeah. Then there's this, which, like, talk about a freaking diluted metaphor here that this person thinks is accurate. Here we go.
Recently, some green apples have decided that they don't like being called green. They say that it's offensive and that they prefer to be called biological apples. But if you call a green apple a biological apple, then you're indirectly saying that red apples are just pretending, like they're not actually apples or weird somehow. And that.
Yep. 100%. That's
They're all apples, but you're a fake apple.
Yeah. So you said it yourself.
Just pretending, like they're not.
Yes, you're just pretending. Tell me you're not just pretending, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Apples or
his argumentation is very, very bad.
True.
But it is true, and you are pretending, which is why you are currently under investigation by Florida's Attorney General for going into the women's restroom at Disney World and taking photos of women. You're just a mushy little banana, not even suitable enough to make banana bread with, and now your desperate attempts to sneak into the apple orchard could have you facing up to 5 years in prison. Potentially up to 15 years in prison and a mandatory placement on the sex offender registry since there were minors involved, just depending on how aggressive the Florida Attorney General wants to go.
But I'm an apple. I'm a real apple. I swear I'm an apple and I didn't do anything wrong.
I swear, pinky promise, I am not trying to smile so much at Lily Tino's downfall. I'll post updates as we get them.
Okay, so you can kind of see the insanity there. It's neat to see the pushback here.
But it's a weird pushback. It's Dyke on gay crime.
Well, I mean, look, you can assume for sure, but I think that really says everything you need to know.
Can you say it again?
It's Dyke on gay crime.
All right.
He's bringing the eloquency to side scrollers.
Right. That your accent was supposed to add some panache, but here we are.
Bring your money and entertainment.
All right, now let's take a step back. Do you guys remember a few years back, a few weeks back, when all the Teslas were getting burnt up? There was Teslas on fire all over the place. This is a thing that was, people were mad at Elon Musk, so they go in and they burn things up. Well, guess what? One of them has been caught, and wouldn't you know it, trans student 19 who, quote, torched 2 Tesla Cybertrucks faces huge sentence thanks to Trump's AG Pam Bondi.
30 years in prison if sentenced him.
Owen McIntyre, 19 years old, has fucked up his life, staring at 30 years in prison for the March 17th Molotov cocktail attack on 2 of the EVs at a Tesla dealership in Kansas City. They will find you, my dude. They will find you. And by the way, here's what Homeboy looks like. Definitely a 100% clear and not mentally broken individually here. I just have a hard time saying you're a woman when you have a 5 o'clock shadow. I'm sorry. I just have a hard time with that.
Or is it a woman trying to be a dude?
That's Owen.
Yeah, but what if that's Owen as like the trans name Owen, and it's actually a woman?
Yeah, allow me to tell you.
The Adam's apple. There you go.
Hold the whole picture. Show the whole picture.
Yeah, the Adam's apple. Okay.
That's an Adam's apple there.
Well, because like from the face, I'm like, oh, dude, it could be either like the male to female, female to male at that face.
That's
not
a man,
just a skinny
baby.
dude. You see the whole picture of the whole body.
Yeah.
Down in the article. So.
Yep.
Yikes.
There you go.
Oh, Annette.
Yep. There we go. Good for Owen over there, facing 3 decades in jail. And then finally, we have, let's go over to Disney World and take a look at the insanity over here. I'm just going to read the headline here because this is truly spectacular. Mother suing Disney for her child being scared by a stormtrooper in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
They're not even scary over there. They like are hilarious from all the stuff I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Megan Miller, a mother from Arizona, filed a lawsuit against Disney World earlier this month for an incident involving her child. According to the suit, Miller was in Hollywood studios in December of 23 with her child. The report leaves the child unnamed, though it clarifies the child is a minor. They could be 17 years old. I'm just saying. The lawsuit explains that Miller's child was sitting in the stroller, still could be 17, without an adult nearby when a performer dressed as one of the roaming stormtroopers in Galaxy's Edge approached him. The situation frightened the child, leading him to, quote, try to move away, causing the stroller to flip. So there we go.
Hang on, why was the child alone in a stroller?
Ding, 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 ding,
park
ding.
With public people.
Yep. Yes.
And if the child is big enough to get the stroller flipped, I'm thinking the child probably shouldn't even be in the stroller then.
The lawsuit does not contain any details about how old the child was or why he was left unattended.
I wonder why.
Yes. Miller accused Disney of negligence despite being away from their child, saying the aforesaid incident was caused by reasons of negligence of Disney in the training, supervision, and control of its employees in the interaction and approach of its characters with guests and children in the park. That is the most, like, hello, pot, meat, kettle, suing for negligence, where you just like leave your infant, your child. If this is a child sitting in a stroller, you shouldn't be leaving your child alone to be approached by a stormtrooper. Just saying. Miller is also suing SafeMark Systems, the company that made the stroller. God, okay, tell me more about how this woman is just a piece of trash. The lawsuit doesn't describe the extent of the child's injuries, other than saying he has medical bills. So medical expenses have incurred and are owed due to the incident. Suffered economic losses. The losses are either permanent or continuing, and plaintiff will suffer the losses in the future here. So there we are. Wow, what a good mom. What a good mom, huh? Always looking out for her kid, except for when she's not by her kid.
I feel like she could only go up from there.
I don't know, man.
It's just stupid, though. It's just a waste of time and money for everybody, just because she tries to get something out of it. And she will not succeed. I'm guaranteeing that she will not succeed. Because
no.
Disney has all kinds of fucking service announcement at the front gate, probably like you're not going to be able to sue us for this and that and all this kind of stuff. Especially when you leave your child alone, you are already out of the equation for Disney. It's just a nuance for them at the beginning, but it's nothing going to happen. So why this whole thing? It's just stupid.
No, when you 1000%, if you're going to leave your kid alone and then charge Disney for negligence, at some point the accountability has to be pointed back at you. And on top of that, as you said, when you're signing a waiver when you buy a ticket to go to Disney, and it's saying you're not going to sue us for this nonsense. So, yeah, man, how nuts is that? Crazy. Well, there we go. Let's buckle our seatbelts and let's head back from Clown World.
Clown. Clown.
I feel like we need a new intro for Clown World. I don't know. I'll work on that.
It's a little
flat.
Yeah.
Compared to everything else.
Yeah. We need to get a new one.
Hey, give it up for Mystic Matt over on Twitch, coming in with a big old 100 bits. Says, I'm first. I'm number one. Montez, speaking of Twitch, if you guys do have Amazon Prime.
How much is that? 100 bits. How much?
Like $1, isn't it?
$1.
Yeah, I thought so.
Let's go. Thank you, Matt. You're number one in our hearts. You guys can head over there and be number one in our hearts by using your free Amazon Prime over here to it more or less gives us like $3. Use your free Prime sub, and you know what? That $3 goes a long way in making Blabs a millionaire, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We have a lot of support today. We need to get to it. Ian came in with a €25 money. Says AI summaries have no sense of irony. This stream will be described as a touching tribute to Chinese military officer General Lee. Ian, you funny. Thank you, Ian. And Marius came in with the 70 Zimbabwe monies. Says, Montez, let's go. We did hit our Montez goal today. Guess what? Ike, you get to pick.
Because it's going to be my birthday on the 2nd July, meaning Wednesday. For me, for you. Number 2.
Number 2. Oh, boy.
Round 1. Fight.
Bitch! Montez!
Fatality.
It's a good one. The old Mortal Kombat one right there. Excellent stuff. Love that. Okay, we got some supers we need to get to, and we are going to read every single one of them. And Blabs is going to get us going. Blabs, are you ready?
Yeah, it's just that they're not clearing for me, so I might have some issues.
Right here.
Okay. The Grateful Gamer for 2 says Clown World intro has to include magical wheelchair. Ooh. Write that down. Write that down.
Yes, I'm writing it down.
Future Boy says coming out as trans or non-binary. So 2023.
I'm with you on that, man. Come on, you guys are losers. You're way behind the times.
Sarge for 5 says he enjoys ramifications.
Ah.
Yeah. Spider Bro says, hey Blabs, I just sent you a DM of one of the VTubers. That might get you in the door with Saba. Well, thank you very much. I'll check my DM requests. Grateful Gamer member for 7 months says DEI equals dumb, eccentric innovations. Flash becoming a VTuber would be cool. We Side Scrollers fans deserve VTuber Tuesdays with Craig and Blabs. Well, we do have Leaflet tomorrow, so that works.
Ooh. Hey, what if we did have a day where we became VTubers like Kirsche? Like it was just
that's super expensive for a day.
Well, no, I'm just saying like it became like a regular part of the show.
You have to buy that whole model.
Yeah,
and
you know.
Craig's not thinking this through. He's just like, let's try it. And then we're like, well, here's what you have to do.
You can make it the cheap way with some software on Steam. There is one for the head only, which costs like $50.
Craig would just put a camera on a can of soup or something and be like, this is my VTuber outfit.
That's what I'm talking
about. But the Kirsche stuff is like thousands of bucks, man.
I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Payne says, wow, World of Warcraft and Fortnite are responsible for kicking off the horror that is modern gaming monetization, live service, GAS, poor writing. If you ever play either, know that everything is your fault.
Oh.
All right. Joey says, somos is Spanish for we are. Correct.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Joey.
Aramis said 2007 I had friends who played World of Warcraft with me that had disabilities. They didn't want their disabilities to appear in their game. They just want to be gnomes, Turans, humans, orcs, dwarves, etc. Just want to be entertained, right? Kevin says, hi, Yellow Flash. Have you completed your WC initiation yet? I don't know what that is, but I'm sorry he's not here for that. Wasp for 20 says at the annual Holy Mo Party in Beach Bend, Kentucky, there's a generally jump, car show, and part swap, mullet contest, drifting Hellcats, and people racing their cars on the drag strip. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd go. Wiz says, I once read a novel about a psychic who had spinal injury. He eventually learned to puppet his own body with his psychic powers while levitating. Way more style points. Payan says, watch Weak Hero if you want a good Korean show. Much better than Squid Games. By the way, how does in the document, we never talked about it, did you see Squid Games America is going to be a thing on Netflix? They're basically doing their own American version of Squid Game.
I saw that, and my first thought is...
Why?
Yes.
The why you have to wait for. You might get an answer maybe in the end of the season 3. Maybe.
Okay, so that brew has a whole part to it. So let's see. Here's part 1. He says, Ike lore. Ike cheats in Mario Kart. I've personally witnessed it. Then he says, Ike lore. Despite his cheating, I've witnessed Dear Sarge beating him at Mario Kart. And then he's got a part 3. Says, Ike lore. Ike was unable to witness his own crushing defeat, Dear Sarge, because of his defective third world internet. I didn't know Switzerland was part of third world. Did you know that, Ike?
I didn't know now. But he claims like I have bad internet, but no. He's a liar.
Anyway. Cynical Crusader says Lord of the Rings Return of the King has some serious hype. Payne says never meaning no harm. You aren't a real fan, Craig. Torgo the White says, fact, Boss Hog on DOH could speak 10 languages. Thank you very much. Wes says, you're very wrong to say your TV matches IMAX. Is insane, and on your phone it's so bad it's unwatchable. I don't know anyone who watches films on their phone, so I watch movies on my phone, so suck it. You've been bamboozled and debunked.
Yeah.
Dylan says, How to Train Your Dragon isn't shown in theaters normally, Craig. Guess we know what sites he's been on. Huh?
Dylan, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't get it either.
What about the next Dragon Slayers, though, Blabs? It's going to be an IMAX anime movie.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to see that. That's the first time I'm going to go to the movies in like 3 years. That, and I want to go see Downton Abbey. What a difference of movies, right? You get Downton Abbey and Demon Slayer all in September. It is my first time going to the movies in 3 years. Modest for 5 says, this one's actually for Craig.
Hey, bada bing! Hello. What's all this then? You're getting on vacation. Crikey, mate! You said who said you could leave? Here's an extra dono for the road. Hasta luego, mi amigos. Pasta, cannolis, raviolis. Thank you, Modest. Appreciate that. Yeah. Once again, a quick reminder. This week we're going to go through Thursday, July 4th. We're taking off. We're going to be off all next week as well. We also have a subathon starting on Thursday. It's going to be really, really fun before we go on our little break. So we're going to go on a break just to refresh, be ready to go. And we're going to be coming back with some banger stuff. We got some really great things planned for the 14th. So I was going to say, well, go ahead, Blabs. Keep going.
West for one says, turns out making a movie for $300 million and then only make it back $200 million is a bad business strategy. Who knew? Who would have thunk it? Joey for 20 says, we use barbecue sauce on our pinchos here in Puerto Rico, and it's the best. If you don't know what pincho is, it's basically where you put pieces of meat on a wooden stick with some bread. Look into it. Thank you very much, Joey, and thanks for the 20. Red Phil gifted a sub over on Rumble. Thank you very much. Sarge says, how much to have Eik shave off his eyebrows?
No.
No.
They ain't gonna grow back.
No.
It's going to grow back, but it's going to be looking really, really, really
You look like Matt Smith. Cthulhu for one, not the mints that come with the condoms. Arma says, Ike, Caribbean. Okay. Cthulhu says, what kind of Potter fan are you? And no Pokemon Snap, you're fired. I'm confused. What did I do wrong? Anyway, Wiz says he's got a retirement plan. Wait until Craig breaks down and offers to pay top dollar for the domain. Nobody says blue cheese can buried in a ditch where it belongs. Wow, aggressive. Hidekai says, just to be fair to Blabs, it's not a mustache, it's peach fuzz. Varian Redbeard says mustache fund.
All right.
And then DH Godzilla for one says Ike will shave off a little of each side of his stash for the right amount of cash. Well, that rhymes. Winterfell says for the Blabs mustache fund. Thank you very much. Kevin says Crash Bandicoot Trilogy is for under $5 on stream right now for the summer sale. Thank you.
Okay.
World of Gaming says come to Rumble, the best chat. Alvin John says, whoops, meant to say playing Zangief in the SF movie. Thank you very much. Tamamo says, the first Descendant, Destiny meets Warframe, lots of hot women, men, and guns. Played it since release, and it's unrecognizable. Lots of updates and QOL. Yeah, I hear it's all right. Young Stove says, Flash, is Kuma best dad in anime? I think so. Hell. So I didn't get to ask that one. This is from Alvin John, probably bouncing off the other one. Craig, what do you think of Kurgan from the WWF oddities in the 90s? He's 6'11", already sounds like a Russian, has done some acting.
Yeah. Big dude. The oddities were really fun back in the WWF era. I don't have much thoughts out of, like, I remember them bouncing around and him coming out and doing this thing. So yeah, it looked like just a big old dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shield Wall of Dragon says, hey, Size Girls, love this show. This is the only show I make time in my schedule to watch. Blabs, watch Conan. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Steven says, no Pokemon Snap, you're fired, Blabs. What else is new? Revan says, Craig, you should get Ross Scott on Stop Killing Games and invite him on FNT to push the movement over the million signature lines. Okay, well, that's not how FNT works because Craig doesn't own that.
Yeah, I don't own FNT.
can try. You can try.
Kataka says, congrats on the pre-order sales flash. Glad to hear I'm not the only one with good news because this normal man got into affiliate program on Twitch. Happy Monday, everyone. Congrats to you, bro.
Let's go.
That brew says, Ike, is that what you do with my money, Ike?
I did nothing. What do you mean?
I don't know. And then Mercenary says, I got this one already. So thank you very much, Mercenary. And I think we're caught up. I don't know. Streaming has to be streaming today.
We are.
Awesome.
Give it up for Great Beaming Ghost who used their Prime sub for us over on Twitch. Great Beaming Ghost! Thank you.
Spoon Ninja, for one, just came in and says, rip Swiss mustache.
Commodore Fan came in with a 6. Says, as someone helping to raise their great nephew because of his shithead dad, if you see a child left alone for any amount of time in public, I'm going to inquire what's going on. So I don't blame the stormtrooper, but that kid's mom is shitty. Thank you, Commodore Fan. Tenarian says, with the 10 says, I only recently learned that a significant part of How to Train Your Dragon was filmed right here in the Faroe Islands. So I should like it at least a little bit. Thank you, Tenarian.
He keeps advertising the islands, and I kind of want to go.
Me too. I was just thinking the same thing. Like,
Here we go.
well, I mean, I don't know. The Faroe Islands seems like a pretty cool thing.
Does it change his islands, or am I just tripping here? Does it like move his islands? Sometimes it's like south of the hemisphere. Sometimes.
I don't know about that. Faroe Islands. I'd go. I'd hella go.
Yeah, it sounds great. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your support today. Almond John says, Blabs read it backwards. I meant urgent playing Zangief.
I was going from recent.
Oh, yeah, he'd be good. He's probably a little too old to play in the Street Fighter movie. But yeah. All right, guys, thank you very much for your support. Appreciate you guys popping in. Go check out the Switzerland Play IT channel, which can be found where, Ike?
Rumble, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, but I'm mainly on Rumble. I pay attention on Rumble, especially tomorrow from 10 a.m. till next day, 11 a.m., 25-hour stream, birthday party.
Oh, you're nuts. 24-hour stream?
25.
GG's.
Yes, not
just 24. There's an extra
because
one.
I do every day from 10 a.m. on Mondays through Friday. It's my little news of gaming and TV and show on Rumble mainly. So go check it out and follow. And the more the chat is full, the better. You know, the more people are around, the funnier it gets. All
right, as always. Guys, thank you very much for your support. Give it up for Ike one more time. Go find him over on Rumble over there. He shaved his mustache for the show today. What a stud. Absolute great stuff. Give it up for our big old support. Tenarian came in. Aramis with massive support. And Debrew that do came in with the big old 100 bombs. Guys, thank you very much for your support. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at it tomorrow when we're joined by Leaflet. It's going to be a great show. It always is when Leaflet is on. We'll be back at 11 a.m. Central Time. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button on your way out, and we'll see you guys later. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye all.
Fatality.